All right, welcome back to another awesome episode of Life on the Ave. This is episode 106, and I'm here with Nick Qaabar of Scout Cafe. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in. I'm going to quick jump into your bio, and we can't wait to hear all about you. So today on Life on the Ave, we're excited to welcome Nick, the owner and heart behind Scout Cafe in Wilmington. Before opening Scout, Nick spent more than a decade in the corporate travel industry, a career that led him to see the world and connect with incredible people. But during COVID, he realized his true passion was closer to home, creating a space for community. That vision became Scout Cafe, a welcoming spot known for great coffee, delicious food, and a sense of connection. Now approaching its third anniversary, Scout has become more than just a cafe. It's a hub where neighbors meet, friendships form, and community thrives. We're thrilled to have Nick with us today to share his story, his journey, and what's next for Scout. So welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Good. I'm super excited. I forced him to come in the DMs. So I'm super excited. I'm a big Scout fan. So from your perspective, how did you get here?
Well, I grew up overseas in the Middle East, all over. I moved here from Canada about 10 years ago.
So that's the accent. I was wondering.
Oh, yeah. So I grew up in the Middle East and Mediterranean area, and coffee is a huge part of our culture.
Sure.
We live life around coffee. We have different coffees for different occasions in life, and it just from age zero, it becomes a big part of your life. Mm-hmm. So I always knew I wanted to be a part of the coffee industry, but of course life had other plans. So I went to college, did my post-grad, worked in corporate for so long. It wasn't until COVID hit and we were at home, everybody was at home and we didn't know what to do, that I'm like, this is time to chill and decide what to do with your life.
I think everybody went through that.
Exactly. And yeah, COVID was a horrible event, but I think it gave a lot of people the time to sit home with family or have kids or just think about life in general. So that aspect of it was kind of nice to have that no pressure zone where you don't have to go to the office every day and you can chill and do your thing. So right as I was thinking that, I'm like, I need to be a bigger part of where I live, because I lived in like North Wilmington area, but my office was in Philly, so I never actually spent time here.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I need to be a bigger part of where I live and give back to where I live. So it was funny because I was walking around the area where Scout is now, and I saw the building, and I'm like, this is the building. This is it.
Wow.
Nobody saw the building because at the time it was completely covered with ivy.
I never knew it was there before you opened.
You know what? People that lived in the neighborhood for 30, 40 years, they're like, there's a building there?
Right.
What?
Yeah.
So there was so much ivy like growing through the roof and out the other side. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So we convinced the previous owner to sell. It wasn't for sale.
Wow.
It took about 10, 11 months of back and forth, and they finally said, sure, we'll sell it.
Wow.
Exactly. There was a board of directors that they had to be convinced, and they talked to them, and it was a long thing, but thank God it went through.
Yep.
So we bought it in January 2022. And it took about a year to fix it up because of the amount of damage. It's also in a historic neighborhood, so it was a lot of work.
I'm familiar. A lot of work with the city.
A lot of work with the wonderful city of Wilmington.
Yes. Super business friendly.
Yes. So finally in December 2022, we opened up, and it was like December 29th.
Yeah. Wow.
We were scheduled.
It's a risky time to open a business.
I know, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do the soft opening before the new year.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, if you're thinking about doing that, it messes up your
accounting. It'll be a nightmare.
You're filing taxes for 3 days in one year.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But it was worth it because it was kind of after the holidays. It was very chill. We opened. I started, and then everybody that was on the team, they never worked in a coffee shop before.
Yeah.
We all had to teach each other, right?
Learn together.
What we wanted. And then January 5th was our actual grand opening. So it was a great slow opening. We opened The first few days was chill because, as I said, it was around New Year's. People were away, but January 5th was
wild.
Like, wild. There was like a sea of people going out the door, and we didn't know what to do. And of course, the printer didn't work.
Right. It's always shenanigans in the beginning.
Exactly. The espresso machine didn't work, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But thank God for the wonderful community that supported us and stuck with us through while we learned what to do and what not to do. Mm-hmm. And that's how it became Scout Cafe. So
where does the name Scout come from?
I was a Boy Scout since probably like middle school, and it was a big part of my life. I traveled a lot with my Scout buddies, and we camped a lot, and it was always about the outdoors, adventures, and being respectful to the environment. So it just was a natural fit. And obviously, if you've been to Scout, you've seen the theme. It's all about outdoors, being respectful of the environment, and providing amazing food and coffee.
Obsessed. So for someone that's never been here, give us like the quick vibes, right? So like for me, I feel like you are kind of like you're on an island. Like there's no one around you. Like if you know, like when I'm in that area, you are like the only option because you got to go all the way up to 202 or you got to go all the way to Trolley.
Yeah.
So kind of explain where you're at and what your vibes are.
Of course. We're right on Baynard Boulevard, the historic neighborhood of Baynard Boulevard in Wilmington. It's really a good spot because if you're on 95, you take the exit and you're right at Scout. If you're coming from the city, it's like a mile north of the city. It's a great neighborhood there's a triangle neighborhood. Is a part of why I love the location or the building as well, because it's literally in the middle of three neighborhoods.
Yep.
And it really connects three neighborhoods. So the triangle neighborhood, Baynard Village, and the 9th Ward.
Yep.
And another story about the three neighborhoods. Before I did all of this, I went around and did some marketing research. Like I just talked to people.
Yeah.
I knocked on doors and I'm like,
that's the best way to do it.
How you doing today? I'm thinking about opening a spot down there. What do you think? It was really visible, the division between one neighborhood and another.
Really?
It was.
Okay, I could probably feel that in real estate, but why from your perspective?
It just people's perspective. They were like, a lot of people said, we wouldn't cross Baynard to go to that side of Baynard where Scout is. And I'm like, why not? It's literally across the street from you. And a lot of people didn't feel like it was a safe area when it actually is really
it's so safe. Yeah.
It is safe.
Yeah.
And as I said, I bought the building in January. We opened in December. So that entire year, I was working on the building. I did a lot of the work myself.
Amazing.
On the outside, at least. And as I was like scraping off ivy and whatnot, people from one neighborhood were like watching me do it, from another neighborhood watching me do it. And then it just happened that all of them came and talked to me and then talked to each other. And they may have lived there for 20, 30 years, but they never talked to the neighbor across the street. So I'm like, this is what this cafe is about. Connecting one neighbor to the other over a great cup of coffee. And that's, that was a part of the story from day one.
That's so cool.
I know, and I love it.
That's so cool. And I think people don't realize like the demographics are all over the place over there. It's all kinds of people. It's such a unique those three neighborhoods. To me, like if you lump them in as kind of like one, it's very unique over there. There's so many older homes with so much character, like the Victorian homes on Baynard. And then you've got some like really cool like townhouses, kind of similar to Trolley, the exposed brick, funky, layouts. Like there's some really cool houses over there.
There are. And there's a lot of, a few businesses there, not a lot.
Yes.
And that you would easily miss if you're just driving down Baynard.
Right.
But if you're walking, there's like a chiropractor, there's lawyer offices, there are property management offices. So there's a lot of stuff. And we're lucky in that area because we also have a bunch of schools. We have DuPont, AI DuPont, we have Sally's, we have Shortledge. They're all around us. And we're lucky to have so many wonderful teachers that frequent us.
I'm sure they need their coffee more than anyone, especially this time of year.
God help
I'm sure. Okay, so let's talk about like, your vibes. So it's a black and white building, like you can't miss it. Once you know it's there, you'll never miss it again. So someone that's never been there, what can they expect when they walk through the door?
So we tried the vibe we were going for, and hopefully we achieved. It was like if you're going to your uncle's cabin in the wood, you walk in, it's very cozy, very welcoming, very warm fuzzy, welcoming feeling. So that's what we tried to go for, and we kept it neutral tones with like lots of greens in our design, natural wood furniture. We kept the floor bare as the original building had, and that brought a lot of character to the building. And then the building, when we bought it, has an alleyway that was extremely never taken care of.
Yeah, overgrown, I'm sure.
It was overgrown. It was a junkyard for the neighborhood. We cleaned that up, and now it is more of like a chill oasis for people that just want to come and chill. If they have dogs, they can bring their dogs and chill out there. If they have kids, they run around. It's a very welcoming, quiet space, and people love it. So that was another like side project. But so that happened like maybe a year after we opened. But yeah, that's the vibe we go for. We're all about the outdoors, adventures, bringing people together, and having, of course, good coffee and food.
Yeah, and I'm someone that's been there in the summer and the winter. One time I came there with my son in the winter. I'm pretty sure it was snowing outside, and it was like magical. You have these big windows. Like we sat right on one of like the benches, and like super kid friendly. And it literally felt magical. I felt like I was in like a Hallmark movie.
It does feel so magical. And I remember our first snowstorm when we were there.
Yeah,
it was. I had sent everybody home because I was like, nobody's gonna come in the snow.
No,
right?
It's the opposite. Yeah,
I know. And then it was me and one other person who were like, well, we're here, we might as well come up with like a fun, cool drink while we're here. So we came up with this drink we call the Snowball.
Nice.
Because it was snowing outside. Yeah. And people have been coming since then, asking for the Snowball, and then like that day we actually got slammed because people.
They get off work and they have nowhere to go.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was so cool to sit there, snowing outside like crazy. Shoveling the snow was horrible.
Yeah, because you have a whole corner.
Oh yeah. The whole corner, the driveway. It was a lot, but we did it, and it was pretty cool. And even when it's raining, I love rain. So sitting there when it's raining and just like listening to the rain and watching everybody go by, it's beautiful.
Obsessed. So tell us about your menu. So you do mix it up with your I've had your coffee flight before. You said you have a matcha flight right now. About that, and then definitely touch on the food, because I've only ordered, I'm going to be totally honest, I've only ordered 2 sandwiches because I have my breakfast item and I have my lunch. I've never ventured, because my 2 items I get are so good. I never venture away from those 2.
We have that problem often where people are like, oh, I'm a Scoutie and I will only have the Scout sandwich.
Yeah, that's me.
Which is amazing sandwich. We make our own espresso hot sauce, which is fantastic.
Yep.
But then
you should go just for that.
You should. But then we, so just to tell you a little bit about the menu, I brought as much inspiration as possible from my culture, where I come from, my travels, and what I love. I'm like, if I'm going to be there every day, I want to eat stuff that I love every day.
Sure, as you should.
So we brought in some new stuff that people may have never had before. One of them is halloumi cheese, which is fantastic cheese, and we put it on salads or sandwiches. And once people try it, they keep coming back for it. They never heard of it before, but once they have it, it's fantastic. We source our coffee from 2 amazing sources, partners up in Brooklyn or New York.
Cool.
We chose to deal with partners because, as the name suggests, they partner with the coffee farmers to make sure they are fair trade, equally, like they paid a good the market value for their beans. And if they're not there, they help them with equipment or research, whatever they need to bring up their farming methods to be there, and then they buy it from them at a fair price. So that's the first reason why I decided to go with partners. They have amazing product and we love it. And another part of Scout is we're all about local community and local businesses.
That was going to be my next question, so you're beating me to it.
I'm sorry. But we try to support as much local as possible. And
Same.
Thank you.
I'm obsessed.
Thank you. And a part of that local is we are trying to work with the local roasters to get their local, not local beans, but their local product into our coffee shop. We decided on Rock Bottom Roasters. They have a location by Brewworks on Miller Road. Great product. They have a lot of great single origin coffee beans, and we're excited to bring them into our shop. So yeah, that's what we decided to do. We do keep it fun and interesting with our seasonal menu.
Yep.
Every season, we come up with 4 new drinks, and you can try samples of them on a flight. Right now, which is the last couple of days of summer, we have the matcha flight. That has been, people
I bet.
love
I'm
it.
not a matcha girl, but people are obsessed with it.
You know what?
I don't dislike it. I'm just a coffee girl at heart.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm like coffee,
Yes.
and then I'm like, well, people love matcha.
They
and
love it.
They love it, and
Yeah.
it's really good. I
Yeah.
have to be honest. And we made it. We made it fun with different flavors. So we had a lot of fun summery flavors like pina colada or strawberry, and we have one with ice cream. Fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's huge. So can you tease any of like your fall
Ooh,
menu?
We were trying them today. That's why I'm so jittery.
Yeah.
We had so much coffee.
Super caffeinated.
Oh yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking about a few things. One of them might be banana bread
Cool.
latte.
I'm a big banana bread fan.
Same.
Nice.
We're thinking about that. We're working with something to do with apples.
Cool.
So let's hope that works out. Of course, pumpkin is always
Sure.
on any fall
Of
menu.
course.
And we're working with taking a traditional chai drink and hopefully adding
Cool.
some
I am a chai girl. I will do the chai.
Yeah.
Yes, especially on like a rainy, fall day when
Oh,
you're feeling
yeah.
cozy, and I'm like, it's a little less caffeine. Like I need a break from coffee today. So yeah, I will do chai. Well, cool, exciting.
Yeah.
So talk more about the community. So you're super involved with like your markets, and you guys sell local items, and you have advertisements for all types of things going on in the community. Like overall, your space is very like welcoming to the community. You guys have a ton of events. Like tell us about all the things you guys are doing in the community.
From day one, we wanted to be a part of the community, and we try to stay true to that. So we always have featuring local businesses in our store, like
Yep.
local potters, soap makers, the honey we get, the chocolate, everything we get. We try to be as local as possible.
amazing.
Obviously, we can't do everything
not
local.
right,
but
exactly.
As much as possible. So
Yes.
if you're a listener and you're a local entrepreneur, have something to work with us on, please bring it to my attention. I'd love to talk to you.
Yeah.
Not only we sell local product as much as possible, we also try to work with local entrepreneurs. This fall, we have a bunch of workshops coming up to do with like maybe floral arrangements
Yep.
or to do making your own wreath or meditation, sound
Cool.
baths, and
Is
so
that
on.
in your space?
That's in our space.
Cool.
Usually it's indoors unless it's really good weather, so we take it out back.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends on the planner of the event,
Yeah.
who we're working with and what they prefer, but we can do either or.
Yeah.
2 big events we're super excited about is our Harvest Market coming up on October 19th.
Okay.
That's going to be smaller than our usual markets because we're trying to keep it a little bit more manageable and invite different vendors.
Yeah, mix it up.
Exactly. And we're going to have a pumpkin patch in the back with a local
Cute.
photographer so you can come and take pictures with your family
So cute.
or your pets or
Yeah,
anybody.
whatever. We do
Exactly.
Santa pictures in here, and I always say, like, bring your pets. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a single girl with a cat, like, get your picture with your cat. I don't
Exactly.
care.
Or if
More
you-
the merrier.
Or if just for the cat. You don't have to be in the picture.
No.
Or whatever
Yes.
you want.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Have at it.
Oh yeah, and we do the same thing with Santa. Actually, one
Cool.
of our neighbors does like Santa.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
and-
got an in with Santa.
Oh my God, and he's the best Santa.
I don't know. We have a pretty good Santa, but when you get a good one, you
Ooh.
got to hold on to them because they get
Santa
booked up.
Throwdown.
Yeah, right. They get booked up. The good Santas go quick.
Oh yeah, and he literally lives across the street from us.
Oh, well, you have them on lock.
Oh my God, and he's amazing. He has a
That's
like
so fun.
authentic. So
Yeah.
that's coming up for our holiday
Nice.
market in December.
Nice.
That'll be a big one. So
Yep.
we'll have probably around 20 vendors.
And what kind of vendors are they? Like, what can you expect when you're coming to that?
As many local vendors as possible. Lots of pottery, jewelry, arts, felt craft,
Cool.
crochet.
Very cool.
A lot of beauty products.
Yep.
Like local beauty products, soap, honey.
So cool.
Yeah.
Are these people that live in the neighborhood or, in the nearby vicinity?
Yeah, I would say most of them in the Wilmington, Newcastle
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to go far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we try to keep it as
Yes.
local as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it works. And you guys are like, the literal corner coffee shop bringing all these people together. So it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So your big 3-year anniversary is coming up. Are you going to celebrate in December or January? Like, what do you consider? That's almost like asking my husband. It's like, do we celebrate when we were dating or when we got married? It's like, when we toe dipped into it or when we got whatever. So January will mark your 3-year anniversary.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank
Are you
you
doing anything big to celebrate?
We're trying to get through the fall first.
Yes, one step at a time.
Yes, hope. We want to celebrate it, but also it's after the holidays. People are away. It's not the best time, but we also want to bring people out.
Yeah, at least acknowledge it. Exactly. I would say at least have a special drink or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I love that. So in the 3 years, I'm sure you've learned a lot. Is there any like big milestone or, big, disaster that occurred that you've learned from? Like what's something that stands out in the last 3 years that you're proud of?
Lots of big disasters.
Yeah.
Lots of, not big, I should say small disasters that happen often. Like, oops, the espresso machine broke down.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Big one.
For a coffee shop. Or we lost power because of a storm.
Right.
If you're at home, not a big deal. But if you have fridges and freezers and equipment, you can't let it just not on, So those were like things we had to learn how to deal with. Or, the water pipe burst.
Right.
What do we do now?
Especially because you own the building, you're not calling the landlord.
You're
the landlord.
I'm the landlord.
Trust me, I know. I'm the landlord, so I get it.
There's a lot you learn. You always think that, I've worked for so many years. I know everything.
I've mastered this.
I'm a pro.
Yeah.
You're not.
No,
you're not. You literally have 101 hats you have to wear every single day.
Yep.
And you just go with it. You go with the flow and do one small thing at a time until you master it and move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So we've learned a lot in the last 3 years. We thank the community for being so patient with us, because without them, we would be nothing. One time our AC broke down in the middle of the summer last July, and it was like 102 degrees out. And
those parts take weeks to come in.
Exactly. And we have that massive big AC that sits on the roof. It's not something you can easily.
Gotta get the crane.
It's a lot. So we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about how to work as a small team. I always worked on bigger teams in corporate, and it was eye-opening to work on a small team, local team that you want the best for one another and you want to work with one another. So that was a lot of learning, but thank God we lucked out with our employees, and we love them all. And just like we look after our community, we try to look after our employees as much as possible.
Starts with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all of our employees, if they have any passion we can support them in, we 100% are there to support them. That's what we've been doing. We've learned a lot. We also cried a lot.
It's not all fun and games.
It's not. And some days you're like, oh God, is it worth it?
Right.
Am I doing the right thing?
That's like me once a week. Yeah.
Exactly. You always doubt yourself because it's a rough day, but then and I think I mentioned this story to you once. It was like you have a rough day, and then you walk into your car or you're serving food, and you hear people having a genuinely good time, and you're like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Look at what we made happen.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask, like the aha moment, like the person that comes in and says like, hey, you changed my day, or, this made my day.
It was actually last year on Thanksgiving Day, because we always open half day on Thanksgiving Day.
That's amazing.
People need their coffee.
We need it.
So we
and they're doing like turkey trots, like they need their coffee when they're done.
They need them, exactly. Yes. And people are running around. They need the energy.
They need the energy to go see their in-laws.
Exactly. Or just to get stuff done.
It's so true.
Yeah, so we open half day so our staff can also go home and enjoy their time. But it was last Thanksgiving where this one lady was like, well, thank you so much for being open today. This is the only place I had to go.
Wow.
Like, she had nowhere else to go, and she didn't want to stay home.
Yeah.
So that was worth it.
Right.
Just to be there, to
give her
back.
somewhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's business is not really conducive to travel. So how do you manage? I'm sure you have the travel bug all the time. Like, how do you manage a business while also traveling and keeping that spirit alive? Or do you not? Okay, answer is I don't.
For the first 2 years, I worked 24/7.
Yeah.
Like I was there 7 days a week.
Sure.
I didn't have a day off. Up till now, I don't really have a day off. But luckily now I'm able to have a great team that can take on more of the workload, so I can take a step back and I can do a little bit more of even working on the back end, like doing my taxes, which I filed my taxes.
Yes, good. But it's a hassle.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. But so now I'm able to take a step back and do that. Travel is a big part of my life, and luckily I got to travel to so many places before I opened this. I would love to travel again, but that hasn't happened yet.
Got it.
I do quick weekend trips every now
Here
and then, maybe once a week if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'm saving a big trip for once I can take a week off or something. But
where's your favorite place you've been?
New Zealand.
Nice. Why is that?
There's so much greenery there.
Yeah.
You get sick of it how green it is, but I loved it.
Yeah.
And I love trees. I love being around trees.
Okay.
They have these massive trees, greenery everywhere. My favorite plant is the fern, and that's our national plant. So like you see it everywhere. It's just magical.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's not at the top of my list. So if you're such a big travel guy, like what is on your list? Like when you do get that big trip that you can finally go on, like where's top of your list?
I've been a lot of places. So not the last two places, but the top two for hopefully next year would be Iceland.
Okay.
I just really want to see it. I really want to explore it and do sustainable tourism.
Cool.
And,
very cool.
Yeah, make sure it's clean as possible and respectful as possible. And then Brazil. I really want to see Brazil. Even though I love Colombian coffee, but there's something different about Brazil, the people of Brazil.
But Brazil is huge. Like, how do you pick where to go in Brazil?
You just go everywhere.
Yeah. Just bounce around.
Exactly.
I love that. I love it. All right. So now we're going to pivot. We're going to jump into some of your favorites. So
of course.
Or you're local. Do you still live in North Wilmington, or do you
I live in North Wilmington,
okay.
but I spend 90% of my time in Wilmington, in the city, and I love it.
Yeah. So I grew up in North Wilmington. So I'm familiar with everything up there. So we're going to go through some of your favorites.
Of course.
So we got to start. Who's your favorite coffee besides yourself?
Other than Scout, I'm a big fan of Mercury Cafe down in historic Newcastle. If you haven't been there.
I've never been. I've walked past it.
Oh my God. It's so charming down there.
Yes. I love historic Newcastle.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I just go there and spend an entire day just walking around, having good coffee at the Mercury, or their food. They're vegetarian and vegan, so you're guaranteed to have good food. And they also have a full bar. So
nice.
So it's they open a little bit later in the day, so it's more like brunch or lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
And
so you get your 2:30 coffee there. Like, that's my favorite coffee of the day.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite, and they have great product, and I love it down there.
Awesome. Favorite if you get a drink like happy hour. Where are we going for happy hour?
I love the Post next door here. It's a great spot.
We're big fans of the Post here.
They have great menu, and I love that they do their own gardening in the back, and they use a lot of that into their dishes. So big fan.
And I just love in there, like, so Wilmington. They have like all the drone pictures of Wilmington. Like, I'm a Wilmington girl, so I love all things local. So cool. What's your favorite pizza shop? Are you a pizza guy?
Pizza, like maybe if it's not for lunch, it's for dinner every day.
Okay. I mean, you're a business owner. That's expected.
Oh my God. But I love it. I actually love it.
Same.
Pizzeria Metro right on
right
Miller.
There.
It's fantastic.
And it's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
It's fantastic. Yes.
And I've been hearing amazing things about Nick's Pizza.
Yes. Have you been?
I haven't tried it because my only day off from work, they're closed.
Yes.
So I have
it's hard.
So I have
the crazy thing is, like, they are obviously, the whole business is founded around pizza, but everything he makes is good. His chicken sandwich, like his cheese steaks, his mozzarella sticks, chicken, everything there is phenomenal. So be prepared to like struggle to pick what you want to order.
Perfect.
But start with the pizzas. Just start with the pizzas.
I start with basic cheese pizza for every place I go, and then go from there, because that's
right. That's the way to compare.
If you get that right, you get everything right.
Everything, yeah. Okay, that's fair. What's like your nice dinner? Like, I'm gonna go sit down and have a nice dinner somewhere.
My partner loves kids
Okay.
chili,
Yeah.
so we go there a lot.
Yeah. We go there a lot too because it's right there.
Yeah, and not only I go to the one up actually on
North Wilmington, yeah.
North Wilmington, and now that Brewworks opened across the street, so we hit up both. It's
perfect,
and it's perfect.
Perfect,
and it's two local businesses. You
can't beat it.
You have to support.
Can't beat it. What's your favorite takeout? If you're getting takeout and taking it home, had a long day, and got to just hit it and go home.
I'm a big fan of ramen.
Okay. We don't have many ramen places. Where do you go?
I'm trying to remember the name. It's up
one of the ones on 202. Yeah, the one on the corner.
On the corner. It's right by liquor
It just has
store.
a big ramen sign.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
I go there.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Have you ever had Pinji's ramen?
No.
Oh, you got to try Pinji.
Is that the one here?
Right over here. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not a big ramen girl, but if I get it, that's where I get it.
Okay.
So Pinji's one of those places like blink and you miss it. Kind of similar to you probably were before you guys took it over. Like that building was like blink and you miss it.
Okay.
But I always tell Pinji's when I'm in there, I'm like, you got to cut down some of these trees. Like people don't even know it's there.
I only saw them the other day because I was at the red light, and I'm like, what's that?
Yes. So they have ramen, so you should try it. It's very good. I like their like seafoodish one, but they'll do like bulgogi. They've got really good ramen, so I highly, highly recommend the ramen. Any other local businesses you like to support and frequent?
As I said, we support a bunch of local businesses. A big one we support is Coastal Alchemy. Lindsay is the owner. She's a great human, and she loves to give back to the community.
Where's Coastal Alchemy?
They don't have a physical location. They do workshops around the city.
Cool.
They do a lot of our walks for us or with us, and we have our next coffee crawl coming up with them as well.
Coffee crawl.
So she does a lot of meditation, working one-on-one or in groups, and guided journaling. She's fantastic. Highly recommend.
Love that.
Another local business I like to support would be my sister's bakery.
Nice. Which is what?
It's called Cupcake Sisters. They are up in Glen Mills.
Just on the line. Yep.
We do have some of their product at Scout. Not all the time, but most weekends we have some of their product.
Like what? Like what kind?
Cupcakes.
Nice.
They do cake pops. Amazing cake pops.
Oh yeah, my kids crush cake pops.
Oh my God, they're delicious.
Yeah.
They do actually these vegan tahini chocolate bars for us. Fantastic.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you're willing to drive a little bit north, it's just on 202, right past the PA line.
Okay, good. That's like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got multiple entrepreneurs in the family.
The entire family
in your blood.
is entrepreneurs.
Nice. What else? What else do they do?
My brother has a restaurant, which was originally my dad's restaurant. And
wow.
So my brother
this
has
is in your blood.
My two sisters have that. I have Scout. One of my sisters work for for a corporation, but she doesn't know any better yet.
Yeah, no, yet. Everybody has their day. We all get over it at some point.
Exactly.
And it's funny, you talking about COVID. I quit my job coming out of COVID. So I do think that rocked a lot of people. So I had the same.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yes.
We need, COVID was horrible, but that chill time
it brought the best out of some people. I think it made us all look at our lives a little differently.
Exactly.
So besides, you just talked about your coffee walk. What'd you call
it? Coffee crawl.
Coffee crawl.
We're gonna actually do the first time we did it. We had such a huge turnout thanks to the community for supporting us. We had 65 people that showed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's that look like? You get coffee and go for a walk?
Everybody showed up at Scout. They got coffee or food real quick, and I've never worked that fast in my life.
Yeah, because you got to get them out the door.
Because we got to start the crawl, and then we actually walked through the park, which is a great park, and then up the hill we came to Beanhead, which is just on the other side of Trolley there. They had wonderful drinks ready. We grabbed those and walked back. So it was a chill walk, and everybody got talking. And we have another one coming up for October 25th.
Cool.
It'll be very similar.
Yeah.
A little surprise, hopefully coming up soon. We had a big meeting of coffee shop owners last week or earlier this week, and we may be talking about a coffee fest.
Very cool. I think that'd be awesome. We need that.
Yeah. So
yes. And you all seem like a very supportive community, at least from what 100%. I can tell on social media. No. Like there's a need. We need coffee all over the place.
We need coffee.
Yeah. So there's no need to compete. We're all in this together.
We support one another.
Yes.
Everybody offers help to one another, and And this is the theme of our next seasonal shirt. We have seasonal shirt designed by local artists every season. The next one is about supporting one another, and it has one of my favorite quotes on it that says, "When the tide comes, all the boats rise."
Exactly.
So, meaning,
totally agree.
Yep. So that's our next T-shirt.
A beautiful
surprise.
Yeah. Beautiful. I love that.
So that's coming up hopefully next month, and we're hoping to work together to make sure that we can do this for the community, bring in other aspects.
That would crush it.
I hope so.
It would crush it.
It's going to be a day,
especially in the fall or in the winter.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we're hoping to do something fun and bring other aspects that work well with coffee and the coffee industry.
The compliment,
exactly.
Bagels or pastries or
pastries, maybe some music, local musicians. Maybe we can incorporate some health and wellness on the earlier part of the day, so we can have a full day of like health and wellness, great coffee and food, latte art competition.
Very cool.
And
sign me up. We'll promote this. We'll get whoever on the podcast. We'll talk about it whenever you guys are ready. That's awesome. So if anyone wants to follow with you guys, know when these events are happening, they just listen to this podcast in their car and they're going to totally forget all these dates. And they want to go back and find them. What's the best way to follow you guys?
On our website, you have a link to the calendar. You can see everything that's happening there, which is scout-cafe.com. On social, this is Scout Cafe. I'm just trying to get on TikTok.
Yeah, we were talking about that before we started.
So if anybody out there knows how to do good TikTok, come find me. It's social media is where we post everything, especially last minute changes due to
AC
weather.
Went out.
Exactly. Bring a fan if you come.
Get your coffee and leave.
Exactly. And so that's where everything is.
Perfect.
You're always welcome to call us. Email me. All the emails come to me, so I respond as fast as I can. And it is what it is.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on. You were awesome.
Thank you guys.
Super excited for all that's in store for you guys. 3 years, it's amazing. And here's to 100 more.
100 more.
100 more.
We'll be here.
I know. I'm not going anywhere. All right, another awesome episode of Life on the Ave. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.